Love you, Daddy.
Love you too, Angel. So try not to do this to your shoes, my love. Darling?
What? Good morning, good morning. Welcome back. Hello, hello. How are you? How are you today? Today looks like a very bright day. Nice day too, very nice. We'll see now what we have. We're gonna go through some charts and see if we do have any trades coming up. We're doing it today with dark mode because because too much brightness. I can't. I'm gonna do this. Let me just second. Now you can see the price pretty good, I think. Now you can see the price. Okay, let's see. Let's start first from Euro USD. No, I'm gonna go to this. It looked like it was. I couldn't see the zones pretty good. Sorry, but I can't continue on dark mode. We'll see. Maybe I'll get used to it on the weekend. Honestly, I'm glad today is Friday. I am very glad today is Friday. It's been a good week. We need to rest. Euro USD at 1 hour resistance. If we do break above, we may have a trade here, but in this candle, we don't have any. Can we count this as a break and retest? Maybe we can, maybe we can't. But to be honest, this is a 1 hour break and retest. Let's not lie to ourselves, but this is the break and retest. What if we take some sells here with a stop loss just 10 pips above the current wick here? I don't. I'm thinking if I should take some Euro USD sells. Still thinking. I think it's gonna continue down, to be honest, but I don't want to take it now because it seems like a late entry. I would like to be at least around here at 460 to take sells. I think it's a little bit too far for me now. We have 20 minutes left. What about Euro JPY? Because looks like we had a break also on Euro JPY. But it was a weak one because this one did the same thing, couldn't continue, and this one doing the same, couldn't continue. We'll wait for these candles to close, and I guess gonna tell us the direction. NFP coming up, there's plenty of time until then. I'm gonna do NFP today. I'm gonna do NFP today, hopefully. If anything doesn't come up. NFP live stream today. Not in London, not in London. If you don't know what NFP is or what's the time NFP happens, you should probably be somewhere else. That's a lot of sugar. Man, that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning. It's nothing compared to how much more I use. Yes, Beitu. That's also some support on EJ. Too many zones in between. It's very messy. Morning, morning. EA is going to be a daily break-in retest, probably. But the thing is, we need to come all the way down here, which would be a pretty big pullback. But if we go on the 4 hour, it is perfect almost. Right here. So 1 hour daily and the 4 hour match with each other. That's good. This is coffee. So what we can expect here is a retest, which is going to be a daily retest, and some continuation. I guess we're going to have a good rejection here once it comes for a retest. But for now, we are 40 pips away from the zone. Day two, I know, man. EA went crazy. What a move yesterday. I am so sorry. Okay, what about UJ? UJ's been stuck in this consolidation for too long. Still nothing. Still nothing. USD CAD looks like it's... USD CAD went pretty good, guys. Who took this yesterday? This was very nice. Made us a lot of pips. I would take buys on USD CAD on this maybe, but this is second time it's coming, and also it's coming from this resistance, so it's pretty risky. So let's see. GBP USD looks like rejecting this 4-hour support. GJ, what about GJ? It's at resistance. What about the 1 hour? Nice. Very nice, guys. If you took USD CAD, it was perfect. $100 pips. That's what I like to see. Okay, so GJ, we might see something like if we do break above this, we need to break above this too, because this was like a small fake out that happened before, and now we have this big bullish candle that's pushing. What we need here is a break above this fake out, a retest, and continuation to the next zone. If that would be also for our breakout, would be even better. Give us a double confirmation. So it all depends on the next candle close. We have another 15 minutes maybe, then we'll see. CAD JPY looks like it broke below, broke this consolidation box, and we have a 4-hour retest. The thing is, we had the first retest and it didn't quite come where we wanted. Now this candle came deeper. What can we do here to enter? Let's check today's calendar. First, low, we have some GBP news which are low. CAD unemployment rate. Today I will probably trade USD CAD, and it should be pretty good. Then we have non-farm payrolls, which is going to be a major move later on. Probably gold is going to move the most, like always, and others, I don't know. GBP CAD. We have so much consolidation lately. We have a lot of consolidation. What I like to see on GBP CAD is, even though I see that we had some rejection at this level here, but the main zone is up here at 1.74 500 we can say, and I would like a break above that, a retest, then continuation just to be sure. Even though the fact that price is coming all the way up above the previous candle, which was pretty big drop, just tells me that we have pretty good momentum to continue up, and chances of breaking up are higher now. But we have now 10 minutes and seems somehow impossible to see price all the way up here breaking, giving us a breakout. EuroCAD is at support, but it's coming from another resistance, which means nothing is gonna take place at this pair. Euro USD. We'll wait for Euro USD. We'll see how it's gonna close. I think probably it's gonna continue down, but we're gonna need one more confirmation before. No, not entering Euro USD. We're still gonna wait. What did you do before full-time trading? I am new here, so just wondering. I went to school because as you can see, I'm pretty young. What could I do else? Your English is good. Did you work abroad? No. I don't know how good my English is. I learned in school and from the movies. My English got better since I started to do webinars, because I watched my own webinars and I saw how I speak, where should I get better, what words I was repeating too much, and a lot of different things. A lot of different thoughts. A lot of different thoughts. Yeah, people will wonder, will give themselves different options. What do I look like, or where would I be coming from? Now you know. So what's going to be the next trade? What will the next trade be? Here we are. Next trade is going to be AUD USD. Aussie dollar is going to be the next trade. Almost skipped it and would miss this setup. Looks perfect. How much capital do you advise me to put for $50 to $100 profit per day? I honestly don't know. I don't know how much you need to be able to make that. I mean, having a 5K account, you know, and making 50 to $100 per day would be pretty easy, I think. Herman, it's too early, man. It's too early. Wait for it. Can you also speak Spanish? A little bit, yeah. I understand it a lot. Oh, don't forget the bell. Of course. That's what it is here. That's why I bought 4. Would you take USD CAD 1 hour once we break below? Let's take a look. I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna take USD CAD. See the 4 hour. I don't know. We'll see. I think I'm gonna stay away from USD CAD because I don't trust it in this zone that much. You don't need to go to my Instagram to see where I'm from. You just go to the yesterday's webinar and you can take a look where I'm from. I put a big text. Yeah, I'm probably gonna skip USD CAD and I'll probably take Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar, this is a pretty good resistance here. If we do close like this, I'm gonna take the retest, stop loss just below the breakout candle, around 10 pips. I think it's not needed any more than that. How do you choose your trade from all these pairs? Where was that question? I select a trade because not all these pairs are gonna give a trade for me, at the same time. But if I have two different pairs giving me a setup, both of them, then I'll just look which one has a better chance, which one has a better setup. So we'll see. What time frame do you use to draw support and resistance? Here's an example. We look at this Aussie dollar 1 hour. We take our rectangle here and we put it here. Why? Because we have candles rejecting this zone, which means we have resistance. We put our line where candles are closed. Rectangles are to cover the wicks, and the lines are to tell where support is, which is where candles are closed. So we are waiting for a breakout, a retest, and continuation. Kritim, that's bad to hear, man. I've been saying don't trade gold, but should have listened to me. What do you mean by secure positions? It means close some positions, secure them, take some profits, or whatever you want to say. Euro NZD. Not bad, looks good. I'm choosing Aussie dollar to take. We have a breakout and we're gonna wait for the retest. Let's see. Can it be fake out? I'm not thinking if this can be a fake out. I'm thinking if this, how much this is gonna go in profit first. Quitim, don't trade gold, man. It's not worth it. Stay away from it. Let's wait for the retest. We are waiting for the retest here. Let's see. How about GU? GU is not how I would like to be. It's too many zones in between. The break above this was not that good. We have the next one pretty close. So, I don't know. I'm not gonna take anything there. EA, it's coming down little by little. We'll see. The 4 hour needs to drop more. Aussie dollar, yeah. Aussie dollar can still continue to the upside. We'll have to see what's gonna happen. Yes, I backtest my strategy on soft forex. Soft for forex, or how do you say that? Can you check my gold analysis? I don't trade gold because It's too volatile, and it can fake out you any time of the day. Yeah. A lot of people who trade gold are new, and I know why they want to trade gold, because gold gives you big moves and quick moves in a matter of minutes, maybe, or even seconds. But gold's too much stress, and it's affected by the fundamentals too. It's not that it's going to play only by technicals. So a lot of fake outs happen by that reason. And why to trade in gold when you have plenty of other pairs that are less volatile, and you can have way better win rate with them. So there's no need to trade gold. There's plenty of other pairs. Look, you have all these major pairs that move a lot during the day and give you good break and retest, give you good moves. Then you go and trade gold. It's not worth it. It is not worth it. You have plenty of other pairs here. You have GJ, which can give you a lot of movement during the day. So we'll see. GJ closed a little above, but I want the close to be above this previous candle, and it is very weak. What about the 4 hour? The 4 hour is not closed yet. If we have the 4 hour close, would be even better, because it would be a double confirmation for us. Still waiting for Aussie dollar to come for a retest. Once it does come, we can take some buys here. Oh, we have some Bitcoin analysis. I don't trade Bitcoin, but let's take a look. Daily rejection zones. Waiting for strong bullish close for price above resistance. Weekly key level resistance. Monthly resistance, weekly resistance. I never traded cryptocurrencies based on technical, you know, analysis, so I wouldn't know if this is gonna work or not. You have probably more experience than I do on cryptocurrency, so I can't say anything what could happen here. I mean, you can do a technical analysis, but I don't know if they'll be respected or not. EA is coming. This fast? Not yet. We have another 20 pip move that we need to make in order to come for retest on EA. What is a break? You have the answer right on this chart. You look left and you have the answer here. How is Sarajevo? I have no idea, I've never been there. So let's see. It's pretty slow right now. USD CAD didn't make a good breakout or anything like that, so nothing big is happening. EJ like an indecision candle. What about the 4-hour? Look at EJ, it's too messy. So what I would like to do here is just skip all these middle zones. Don't look at these all middle zones in between. Focus on these major ones, which are this one here, 125.300, and we have this one here at 126. So wait for one of the other to break. That would be the best, because if we start to look at all these zones in between, it's a messy chart, and we would just get stuck on it for a long time without having a proper move. Gideon Jagger, have a nice day, man. So, yeah. Aussie dollar, let's take a look. Let's wait for this retest. This Aussie dollar is so slow. We're gonna need that retest before the move, because that's when, can't say that it's gonna be not valid, but it's not gonna be the same anymore. This can be the first target for Aussie dollar. We have rejections. People who come complain in my stream, I mean, you don't need to do that. You just don't join. Impatient people wouldn't stay in my stream. Why? Because no discipline. They can't wait. They just want to be in a trade. They just want to take a trade. It doesn't matter if it's gold or Bitcoin or US 30 or anything like that. They just want to trade something. They trade everything. Yeah, probably gonna go for live for New York session today and probably break a record of viewers because I don't know if I'm gonna trade the non-farm payroll because I don't do that usually. I trade USD CAD because USD CAD is one of pairs that moves in only one direction. USD CAD is affected by USD news and also by CAD news because they come at the same time. And even that's what the case, and still it moves only one direction most of the time. I can't say 100%. It moves only one way. What if it's a downtrend for what if it's a retracement for a downtrend? How you find the difference? Sriram Arumugam. Can't spell your name, sorry, but this is still a bullish trend. Why? Because you go on the daily and you see that this candle is just a small rejection or small pullback, and you see that you are rejecting a daily support, and you can see some continuation to the upside. So unless we break like a key level for Aussie dollar, there's no break of this trend line. This trend line just is for you guys to see, but I would say where is the point that the structure would change here is if we do break this level, because it looks like that's the most important one. Once we break that, we might see some movement to the downside. Unless we don't break that, we're still going to continue. So trend is still bullish. Price got rejected from daily support, broke this resistance on lower time frame. Now we want to retest to continue up, but it's not coming. I saw GJ. It's not the same setup. Wrong chart, Carlo. Carlo, you sent the wrong chart. Retest happened on a 15 minutes. I don't know about 15 minutes. I wait for the 1 hour. It doesn't matter if I miss it or not. That's my rule. What is the maximum time we can wait for the retest? I mean, 1 hour or any particular time? You can wait for the retest as long as it doesn't go to another zone. As long as it stays, let's say right here, before going anywhere else, you can wait for 1, 2, or 3 hours, doesn't matter. But it shouldn't go to the next zone before making the retest, because that's why that's when it would be not valid anymore. Yeah, it is annoying when price leaves without a retrace, but what can you do? Not every time you can have that retest. Andres, it's not about the pips, man. It doesn't matter how many pips you make. It's about how much risk you use in that pips. 10 pips can be used with a 50% risk, and that's it. You can't judge it by the pips. You have to judge it by the risk that you use. Someone can win 10 pips or 5 pips or 10 pips and make 10-20% in that trade. It doesn't matter how many pips you catch. Chris, GJ is I would say on GJ, I would say wait for this candle to break clear above this, then maybe take the retest. But the 4 hour, we also have this resistance here, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the best would be to skip it. Look, today's Friday, we're gonna use less risk because we may see some weird moves, and it's not that safe. We all know that Friday can be tricky to trade, so we're just gonna go for safe ones that are very, very clear. So in this case, Aussie dollar is very clear. We don't have anything on the left, we don't have anything all the way up to this next zone, which is a 25 pip range, so it's pretty good. Let's see, the risk reward here is pretty good, and I don't see a better setup right now than Aussie dollar. It is clear, and maybe the only bad thing is that it's too perfect, that it can fail. No, Miguel. Miguel, I don't wait for the retest candle to close. I wait for the breakout. That's my confirmation. Then I enter on the retest while it does the retest. Okay, Herman, let's take a look at your chart. Geo. Breakout consolidation, retest continuation. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. It does make a lot of sense. We'll see. We'll wait for the candles to close. The only one that can give a setup is Aussie dollar. Others, we need to wait for candles to close. Euro NZD, I know there is a setup here, but I don't trust it. I don't really trust it. I don't trust Euro NZD, so I'll probably just skip it. Can it drop? Yes, it can. You can take the risk, but I'm not. I'll probably just go with Aussie dollar because it's less volatile. What do you think about FTMO? Yeah, it is a good thing to make some profits, then use it for your account. Yeah, on EURUSD, uh, small move is too big. Like, let's see, if you want to use a 20 pip stop loss, it's all the way up here. No, it doesn't look too bad. But I don't know, I just don't trust it that much. The breakout's not 10 pips, I think it's only 8-9 pips. Yeah, I'll just go with the one that has less volatility. That moves slow, but sure. How did you get your first capital? Man, you asked this question so many times. How does that matter? You can work, save some money, or anything like that. I had money and I invested. But first, I got the skill. After I got the skill, I put some money and I started to make money consistently. If you only wait for breakout, how do you avoid getting faked out? Because break and retest has a very good win rate. It's about backtesting. If you say to me, how do you trust it? Because I trade this way for 3 years. I spent 1 year to find it. Then after I found it, it's been 3 years that I trade the same thing over and over again. So that means that it does work. If you trade something for 3 years, that means it's working for you, and it means that it has proved you right for too many times. Did you ever take to any finance classes? No. Yes, this is a business. And when you start a business, you need money, right? So you can't start from zero here. Or somebody can maybe, but it's still you're gonna need some money in your account. So it doesn't matter how much is it. You're gonna need to invest some. And starting with just a small account, it is pretty hard. I can say that. Or I can sell you dreams by saying, okay, invest $100 and you'll make 10K in 1 week, but that's not how it is. I'm not gonna sell you dreams. I'm gonna tell you that it's hard to do it with a small account. And it's hard to do it with a big account also if you don't have the skill, because you're just gonna lose that, and nothing's gonna money is not gonna make you better. You shouldn't have the money before the skill. First get the skill, then when you're sure that you can trade bigger money, that's when you invest, but not before that. Who do you learn from? FOREX. Can I learn from him? Am I? I learned by myself, so you can learn from me. Nobody teach me. I spent time and time and time in front of these screens. You can see my progress in my Instagram. Just look at the trades that I did in the beginning, and you can see the entries that I do now, and you can see the progress. Do you know Nick Shaw? He also trades break and retest similar to yourself. I've seen him, but the break and retest, who's the best at break and retest? You guys can tell. I didn't invent this strategy. I just managed it to use it in the best way than others. I don't know who does break and retest right now, but when you go to breakandretest.com, who does it come with? It comes up with this guy. So it means that this guy is the break and retest. Now I'm kidding. I haven't invented or discovered this strategy. This everything has been here. Nobody's gonna discover anything because it's already done. Here you just have to use these things that you have in your trading style, maybe to say. Andres, that's not Facebook, that's my FX book. Some news came up. This was the one. PMI market constructions. One thing is that I don't know how to laugh with a voice. I just smile. That's weird, but what can I do? That's how I'm created. Can we take Aussie dollar now? No, just a little bit more. Should come a little lower. No lower time frames. Would you say it takes an average of 3 years for people to find a way to consistency? I think it's different. People, some people learn faster, some takes more time. I didn't spend 3 years. I spent 1 year to find the way I trade now, and then from that, it's been 3 years trading the same setup. So I have 4 years experience. I think somebody needs at least a full year, to experience every time of the year, every month of the year. A full circle needs to spend and needs to backtest. The thing is, you guys now have a lot more options than I had 4 years ago. Did you ever think to work for a hedge fund? Why not? Why not managing big money? You guys have way more options than us. There was no live streams in my time when I started. There was no free information. There was some free information on these basics that you can find now too, but not like this anymore. You have so many live trading sessions that are happening in these days. You have New York session that Raja does. You have London session, you have like three London session. There's one in Italian, uh, the one that I do, Monty Stream. You have plenty of different ways to trade and options to choose. And I had none of these things. There was just signals group. Nobody would tell you anything. You just needed to pay to join a signal group, not even a mentorship, because the mentorships were lame at that time. I bought a mentorship from some guy. I didn't even get a webinar, not even one webinar. They said that they do webinars every week. They just did one, I think, the whole time I was there. And that webinar also was nothing, just buy low, sell high, nothing else. No back testing, no simulator sessions, no live session, nothing, man. You know, the things that we offer now, you guys are so blessed. Where can you find someone that does live sessions, trades with you, tells you everything you need to know, gives you hundreds of hours of webinars, hundreds of hours of back testing, gives you material, trades along with you all day, gives you trades also on the other session. I mean, it's a lot of things here. Just to be able to trade with someone who knows how to trade, I think that would be enough. Even to not, put all the other things that we offer. And all this that we do is great first for ourselves and great for the other people, because it's great to be able to help other people. There is nothing wrong having a mentor as long as he is going to be able to help you. It doesn't need to be me, but it's good to have someone to tell you something that you don't know, or to tell you to not repeat the same mistakes that he's done. To have someone that has more experience in the market is nothing wrong. It's wrong to say that to go to join signal groups or try to find someone that's going to give you all in a plate and you're not going to have to do anything. Break and retest works on all pairs. If I wanted to keep this a secret, it wouldn't be I wouldn't be in the YouTube doing live. Can you learn from YouTube? You can, of course. Why would you join my group when you have live sessions? Still, there is a big difference. It's not the same to be with a mentor for 2 hours and to have that mentor 24 hours in your how do you say, to have your mentor all day long there, so you can ask question anytime you want, you can ask for advice, you can ask for opinion. It's different. That's also the reason why I send trades. First of all, I have a lot of confidence because I do that for years now. And I know that my students is going to be way more comfortable to take a trade when they know that I'm taking it too. Why? Because they know that I have more experience, and I know that that's going to be something pretty, comfortable because your mentor is taking it. Why would I not? He knows even better. If you go with that mentality, everyone's going to be able to reach a good level or high level in this industry. Nothing wrong with starting a small account. Yeah, nothing wrong. You can start with a small account, of course, and do practice, but it's gonna be a long way, and you have to be prepared for that long journey. Okay, let's take a look at the chart here. Looks like Aussie dollar is gonna leave us. How much percentage your best student is making per week? Well, I don't ask my students how much percentage did they make. My group is different, and I am proud of my group. I am proud of my group because I've been in a lot of groups and it's way different in different groups. My group is so educated. We don't speak just whatever comes in mind. It's an educated group, and I'm very proud to have them. And I never ask them to send profits, just like the all other groups do. My group, there are no profit picks. Charts matter in my group. My students can tell you that. Is that right? Yeah. Aussie dollar is leaving us. Maybe that would be a good entry, but I wanted to come a little lower, even though it could have rejected from the wicks too. It doesn't matter. Wow, it was only 3 pips range here. Look, guys, don't complicate things. Don't complicate things. You have rejections, all these candles rejecting levels. What does that mean? That you have resistance and all of them are closing. So what do you need after all these rejections? A breakout. A breakout candle is when a candle breaks a certain level, which is this one. How many pips do you need for that breakout? 5 to 10 pips for this pair because it's a less volatile pair. What do you need after that? A retest. A retest means that the price needs to come one more time to test the zone before continuation. Where do you enter? You enter while it's testing the zone. Do you wait for candles to close on the retest candle? No, you don't. That's all you need. Thank you. All these questions that you guys have, you can go and watch the other live streams because we've taken a lot of trades. Okay, so I forgot to review this trade. Breakout past 141, MC retest, and yes, that's what I wanted on GJ2. I also wanted for price to close above this previous high, then a retest. The thing is now it's already gone to the next zone, which means if it does come, it's going to be a rejection, and this is also for our level, so we have to be careful. Yes, only 1 hour and up. 1 hour, 4 hour, no lower than 1 hour. It doesn't matter if the retest candle closes bearish. As long as it closes above support, then it's still good. A bearish close wouldn't mean anything. Oh man, we are missing this because now probably is going to continue up. I am not very worried today because it is Friday, so it's plenty of time, and we'll be here for NFP. Scalper. Are you day trader or scalper? That's the same thing, I think. Herman, you're on your Zcad cells? Good then. But I don't know where did you enter, because it wasn't that clear, or not a retest here, or not a good breakout. Aussie dollar is probably gonna be over. EuroCAD looks like it closed a little below the support. Not sure. EN is still at the same place. It hasn't gone anywhere yet. Maybe CAD JPY can give us a trade, but it's reaching this next resistance. And then there's this support here too, so we're in between two zones. Too many zones in between. Maybe we can take USD CAD buys on the daily retest. What do you say about this now? And we have this daily support here. Perfect. I think buys can take place at 1.30750. That can be good, I think. The closer we get to NFP, we should avoid trading because we can probably have some weird moves. Hello world. This hello world text reminded me coding. The first thing you learn is a small coding which starts with hello world. GJ 30-minute trend line broken, broke out of consolidation, waiting on a bearish candle and a bullish engulfing to test the next 4-hour zone. Nice, nice, some good chart here. A good chart here finally. Only thing is that I don't trade 30-minute, but still I like the chart. Also, you have to be careful that this resistance is also 4-hour resistance, so the rejection and coming for a retest here can cause a fake out. So maybe should use a lower risk when it comes. Let's go to GJ. Look at the 4-hour. 4-hour is at resistance. Look at all these candles. And now look at this candle where this candle is. It's right at resistance. Coming down for a retest can cause a fake out and continuation all the way down. So what do? We try to avoid this, because if we get faked out, we know that we didn't do anything to prevent that happening. So use less risk or not take it at all, because next week is a new week and we have plenty of time to trade. I have zero money. Is there any possible way to earn money from zero? It's not realistic to say yes. Even if you sign up for a funding company, you're still gonna have to pay for that in the beginning, which you get that money later on, but still gonna need something. So it's very hard to start from zero with zero money. Come on, USD CAD. Let's go. Let's see, we have another 15 pips drop that we need on USD CAD. Yeah. I know that people don't want to work, but if you want to make some money, then you need to. You need to work, make some money, then invest on Forex as a side income, but still work, because you can't get 1K, leave everything, leave your job and start Forex. It's not the best way to start. I am a traveler, traveling all time, hard to find job. Uh, Maybe you shouldn't travel too much first. Take some time to make some money, save some, invest, learn the skill, then you can start to travel. Euro USD breaking up. Yeah, looks good. Let's wait. Why do you give importance to breaking a level but never consider a situation in which there is an evident rejection of an area? Because if you don't wait for breakout, there's no confirmation. A rejection, I can I can't consider a rejection as a confirmation. I can't. I need to wait for the breakout. That's my confirmation. If you enter a rejection, what are the chances of continuation? Or if you enter rejection, what are the chances of rejecting that level? It's 50-50. If you wait for the breakout, then the percentage is way higher than the chances of a continuation after breakout are much higher. It's not a 50-50%. It's an 80 with a 20% possibility of losing. 80% winning and 20% losing after the breakout. Let's go to Euro USD. Yeah, support is getting rejection on Euro USD. 1 hour can break above. Let's wait for that. Let's wait for that. We have 3 minutes left. How to use alerts? Easy. You go to alerts and you delete these because they're not needed anymore. And you create an alert. You can put the price where you want your alert, create a message and everything. But I don't know if you need this if you have this on a free TradingView account. Aussie dollar was nice. Unfortunately, I didn't get an entry. Maybe some of you guys took it. I guess I was too busy talking and I missed the trade because I should have considered entering because it was only 3 pips range. Only 3 pips. And I always tell my students, don't let a trade go away just because of 2-3 pips. And this time I did it. It was me that did the mistake because I was talking and I didn't pay attention that price can also reject from this level. If you took it, then congrats. GU is Nothing. We need a breakout, guys. And there's no breakout. The new candle opened. It's just below. Nothing official. Okay. Euro USD. Euro USD closed above, but not good. Not good. Even though the level here on Euro USD is this one. But the fact that created a small resistance here tells you that you need to wait for a breakout, and it only closed a little above. Even though that looks like a fake out. Looks like this is where the zone is. Why? Because let's take this. We have all these candles closing at the same level. We have this candle that tried to push up but still couldn't, came back in the range. These candles tried to push again up, they closed back in the range. So looks like we have a good breakout. We need a pullback here. We can enter some buys. Which time frame is your favorite? 1 hour is my favorite time frame. Chemical X. I am not looking lower time frames, man. I am not. I don't need them. I'd rather miss a trade than look at lower time frames. Yes, you can expect after the 4-hour candle closes another retest. So let's see Euro USD, what's gonna happen now. Discipline comes with time. I wasn't disciplined first year. No, I wasn't. But I decided to be disciplined because nobody wants to lose money. So I said, I'm not gonna do the same mistake again because there's no need to lose money doing stupid mistakes. So avoid them. If you are able to control yourself, then it's gonna be easy for you to be disciplined. But if you can't control emotions and let them take over of your actions, it's not gonna be a good thing. Do you think it's risky to enter a trade now with NFP still? Look, of course it is, but NFP, there's time for NFP. And what you can do is maybe, yeah, avoid trading right now and wait for NFP. Maybe today should spend it not trading at all because it's too risky. NFP, if NFP is worrying you, then don't trade. That's the best thing that you can do. Wait until Monday then, because on Monday market's gonna be all calmed down because of the NFP. Okay, have a nice day, Erkut. A quick question would you be more comfortable if you take a trade on a funded account or your pocket? Of course you're more comfortable when it's not your money. When it's not your money, you're going to be comfortable because even if you lose it, you know that it's not yours. And your money, it's your money, and of course you're going to be more worried about it because what if you lose it? It's hard to find people that are going to take care for your money just like you would do by yourself. It is hard because there are not too many people that have a great discipline when they trade. Monday is US bank holiday. Yeah, it doesn't matter really. You saw that the UK bank holiday didn't have any difference. It was a great day of trading. Today we're gonna go to 4K subscribers on YouTube. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. Can you kindly have a look and tell me why I was mistaken with AJ, which I saw potential for a retest? Can you send a chart? If you can, if not, I'll go through it by myself. What time today will NFP release? Go take a look at the news website. Okay, let's take a look at AUDJPY. What did you look for on AUDJPY? Cells here? Okay, so you looked for cells on the retest of this candle on AUDJPY. We'll look for the 1 hour. First, we see that price got rejected from the support here on the 1 hour. Then price also got rejected from this support here. So we have two things against you first thing. Then you have also this small resistance which got broken with this candle, and you took sells here. The mistake was first you got rejected from a support, then you got closed back in this small consolidation and made a retest, so second rejection from support. Then you had this candle closing above this small resistance and you took sells here, so I think this was the mistake. Price coming from two different supports, strong supports, and I think you shouldn't have taken that sell because there were too many things against you. I hope that answers your question. Euro USD. No, I'm not taking. I'm not taking it. Yeah, be careful every time. If price coming from another zone, it's always gonna be risky. Look, guys, GJ, there's a possibility that it's gonna reject from this because I don't see going all the way up above the previous candle, unless something big comes up. But I think we might have a rejection, and this candle, daily candle, might close like around here at 141 at the end of the day. Still, for me, there's no trade on GJ. I'd rather stay away from it. Jay, I think I do that every day, and you still say, can you start fresh and draw zones? I mean, that's what I do every time, man. What I don't know what you're looking for. I do that every time. Every time I want to take a trade, I draw zones, but still not enough. I don't know why. Aussie dollar, we have a 4-hour breakout. Can we take the retest? Yes, we can. Unless it goes all the way to the next zone. We can take the retest. Will you take USD CAD? Honestly, guys, I don't know. I don't know because we're coming close to NFP. We are coming close to NFP. Maybe it's better to not trade at all. Jay, that's what I do, man, every day. Every day I do the same thing. I start fresh and I say, okay, let's delete everything, let's start fresh. There are more than 50 webinars until now. Almost on every webinar we've taken a trade. I think there's enough information about everything that I do. Yeah, just rewatch the videos probably if you have time. Take some time if you don't have time and go through them. Try to see what I do because I draw zones every day. It's too much light. Oh man, this is way better. Yeah, true. You can do the playback, you can speed up, you can do everything. No, EURUSD, yeah, I think it can continue on, but it's gonna be probably too risky right now. Even though we had this good bullish candle close. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take some buys on EURUSD. Let's see what happens. Let's go. EURUSD buys. based on 1 hour and the 4 hour. I am in Euro USD buys right now. Stop loss below the breakout candle. This trade is based on the 1 hour and the 4 hour. I'm gonna use low risk, guys, because you know that we are coming close to NFP. And as we come close to NFP, it becomes more risky because we don't know what can happen. We can see some weird moves before the NFP, but we have a double confirmation. That's the thing here. First of all, we got rejected from support, then went all the way up, closed bullish and above the next zone too. So we should continue up without a doubt. If there was no NFP today, I'll probably go full margin or not, because we don't do that. So expecting continuation, we have a break, we have rejection from support, a break above this other minor zone, we can say a 1 hour bullish candle, 4 hour bullish candle, also rejection from a daily support. Everything is adding up. We should continue to the upside. That's what I know. Now let's wait for the move. If it doesn't move all the way until NFP comes, then what we can do here is if it stays at break even, we can close before NFP, because we don't know the result that NFP is gonna bring, so we don't want to take too many risks. Now let's have some patience and wait for price to continue up. I entered another position here because the first one was a little bit too far, I think, and now this is my last one. If it does come lower, it won't matter for me. Stop loss or take profit? Let's watch and see what happens. I don't know what the result's gonna be for NFP, so I'm gonna try to be done with this trade before the news come. Do you trade delayed retests when price after 1 hour candlestick? Yeah, I take them, as long as they didn't go to the next zone to come as a rejection. Can you check this chart? Yeah, why not? Let's take a look. Okay, Euro JPY, a retest and continuation. I think Euro JPY has too many zones, but it makes a lot of sense for some continuation. It's just that there's too many zones in Euro JPY. You have this one here, you have this one here, and you have another one here, so it's too many zones. That's why it's too risky. So I'm taking Euro USD because it gave me a lot of signs and a lot of confirmation. Okay. GBP pairs, not trading them for now. Okay, now not gonna look anything else, guys. I'm just gonna focus in my trade here because I want to see how it's gonna react, what's gonna happen. Expecting this to go bullish and give us a nice quick pips. Starting to have a small rejection. Let's see. Whoever wants to take another trade, you are free to do that. It's not necessarily to do what I do. I just tell here what I do. It's up to you to choose what you want to do. Scott, have a nice day, man. Thank you. It was a good week indeed. No, EURUSD it's at a daily support. I put the chart here and you saw it. Where is the EU gonna hit take profit? I don't know. I forgot to play the alarm here that we have a trade, but a little bit late. Who cares? We can do it now. And we have a trade. Okay, let's take a look at chart. Don't want to disappoint you guys. Perfect for buys. AUD, NZD. One daily chart. Yeah, it does look like a good setup for buys. But who knows if it's going to respect this and continue up. You need more confirmation on lower time frames. So we'll wait. I think I caught millions of pips in 4 years. Who knows? I used to take 10 trades per day. So God knows. Nice one, Gary. If you caught AU, Aussie dollar, nice one too. I'm aiming for at least 10 pips before NFP. I think that's what we're gonna get at least. Filling this wick here. Let's see, there's plenty of time until NFP. We should have a move until then. I mean, there's plenty of time. What was your biggest lost mistake? My biggest lost one was on uh, DAX or German index, and the mistake I did there was because I took sells, I sold resistance, and it made new highs of all time. It was like, I don't know how many years ago, 3 years ago maybe, and it just didn't stop. It didn't stop until it blew my account, and it was a pretty big account. Then that's why I don't trade indexes, or in, how do you call them, US 30, DAX, or any of these, because they don't move just based on technicals. They are affected a lot by fundamentals. Overall uptrend on the 4-hour, buy on the retest of a trend line. If price comes all the way down here, it should probably go all the way to the downside. Expecting a 60 pip drop all the way down here, then buying it all the way up to the upside. I don't understand that. Maybe this was the last touch of this trend line, and now it should continue up because it closed above this. We'll see what happens. Did you not have a stop loss? No, I didn't. That's why now I advise you to use it, because I did the mistake once and I don't want to see you do the same. My stop loss on Euro USD is 13 pips. 13 pips. Below the breakout candle. No, I was not managing risk, because that time I wasn't following the rules. I didn't have many rules, to be honest. It was 3 years ago. That's when I started to, that was before I started break and retest, because I was selling tops, buying selling high, buying low. That stupid way of trading. Yeah, let's take a look for Herman on GU. These are my levels. I'm gonna only draw the bigger levels here. This is the one, this is the middle one, and this is this. There are zones in between, but I'm not drawing them because I'm not looking for entry in these consolidations. No, I'm looking for a trade if it does close above this, or if it does close above this, because it's a clean range to the left. Now let's see what's going to happen with EU. Okay, small break. We're coming back in 2, 3, 4 minutes. Don't go anywhere. just a small break. I'm watching you, still watching. I think it might be a retest of this zone here before continuation. But I don't like this huge retracement. We should reject this. If we go all the way below the breakout candle, then that's not a good sign. But we should reject this level. Okay, let's see. EU should reject this level. Probably I'm gonna close at break even because we are getting closer and closer. Nice, full margin, very good. Let's go. Okay, I got a question here. If your stop is 30 pip, 13 pips, but your first target is 10 pip, isn't that less than 1-to-1 risk reward? The thing is, most of the time I get zero drawdown, so it doesn't really matter how stop loss is. And when this happens, if I'm getting a 10 pips drawdown, stop loss is not getting hit, right? So even if this was only 10 pips drawdown and still I go 10 pips in profit, still it's a 1-to-1 risk reward. But if I take a loss now on EURUSD and I lost 13 pips, then next trade I'm gonna aim for at least 15 pips because I need to make this loss back. So like Abdi Aziz said, it's subjective. That's the thing. Looks like we're 8 pip in drawdown. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I close a 5 pip loss if it does reject a little bit. We are coming close to the next hour, which means if this stays like this, probably gonna close back in the range. So we should think how to get out with a small loss. I'm not I'm not gonna regret taking this trade. It doesn't matter if it goes against me because I had all the signs, all the confirmation that I needed to think that it's going to continue. It was nothing against my rules, it was almost perfect. But if I get stopped anyway, it doesn't matter, I'm going to accept it as a loss. But I get angry if I take a loss while I didn't consider something or I didn't go by the rules. I don't get mad if I get a loss when I followed every rule that I have. So that's the important thing here. Does NFP affect Euro pairs? To be honest, when it comes, it affects every pair. You know, you've seen the spread goes wide on almost every pair, but not generally, you know, not exactly to affect a pair or something like that. Directly, I mean. Like Euro USD, of course, is going to get affected because it's with USD. Everything that has to do with US dollar, it's going to get affected. No, I'm not watching GJ because there's no trade for me there. It's coming from a 4-hour resistance. Shall I close half loss now? If you want, you can. But I'm waiting for it to reject first. It doesn't make sense to continue down. That's all I have to say. But that can happen sometimes. I think this might, like I said before, this might be just a retest of the zone. And then continue if this manages to reject and close above maybe in 15 minutes. That would be great. We'll see. NFP, we're gonna do NFP, but we're gonna just look. We're just gonna look. We'll see if maybe USD CAD a small trade on USD CAD with pendings, so we'll see. I'm just waiting for this candle to close, and I'll probably go after it because we'll be back for NFP after. If you want to feel better, drink some water. Maybe. You guys should be chilled, you know, because none of you are gonna lose more than me. That's for sure. So if I'm not stressed, you shouldn't be either. Abdiaziz, I know what you're doing, so maybe you want a timeout. Do you want a timeout? No, I said if I lose, nobody will lose more than me. That's what I said. See, it started to come up little by little. It's free 4 pips in drawdown. You can close here if you want. If you are scared. No, it's not possible to do New York session every day. Also. Yeah, Biaziz is just fooling around. You will close? You will close? I don't know. I think I'm not closing. You can close if you want, okay? Because while you have a chance to close in 4 pips in profit. In drawdown, I think. Sorry. It's only 3 pips in drawdown now. What do you guys think? Do you want to close or not? Yeah, what if it does push? Then you're gonna regret, oh, why did I close? Why I didn't hold this? Because it had great chances of continuation and all these things. So I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay to see how the candle is gonna close, because there's no official thing yet. There's no official candle close. Adding more positions? No. Why? Why adding more positions? I'm confused to calculate the closing time of candles. Oh man, you are trolling. You guys are trolling. Do you think it was a good breakout? It was not the best, strongest breakout, that's for sure. But it was a breakout on 1 hour and the 4 hours, so pretty good. If it does close back in the range now, then that's when I'll think if I want to close or not. But before the candle close, no, not thinking of closing yet. I entered because of a candle closed, and I'll exit once the candle's gonna close again. Once candles close, it's official. So let's see. Waiting, waiting, waiting. A lot of waiting is required. Let's see. Looks like we're gonna miss John Cena again today. Yesterday it came later on. John Cena came, but came later on. Today we're gonna miss it. Six minutes left. We're either going to stop loss or we're staying here. Or we're going to break even. One of them. Looks like we have three options. EU is a hard pay to trade. What can I say? It's not easy. EU sometimes good. I try to trade EU only in good setups, not whatever breakout that happens. This will stop when candles will close. So if this is not working, that means the candles are closed. So wait until this stops and you'll know that candles are closed now. Okay, now it did stop. Candles are closed, so it's your choice if you want to close the trade. If not, then just keep the trade open. But that's your choice. Mick was not muted. I was talking with my students. I told them a little secret that you YouTube guys can't know. Sorry, it's a secret. Guys, you can close the trade and you can keep half if you want. So I'm gonna close half to even reduce more my risk. So you can do that also if you want to do. So I'm gonna close half and leave half run to see where it goes. I know that it's pronounced Mike. I was just kidding. Okay, guys. I'm gonna have to go now because if you want the New York stream, then I need to take some rest, right? So, golden bull signals. Dude, nobody's making you trade. I'm not forcing you to trade. So don't trade until NFP. We took a trade because there was time until NFP. And we said, let's take the opportunity. I'll be back 30 minutes before NFP. So remember, 30 minutes before NFP starts, I'm gonna be live here on YouTube. Don't forget to come. Maybe I'll do a giveaway, who knows? Maybe I won't do it, so people's gonna be asking for that now. Thank you guys, have a nice day. See you, how many hours? 2 hours later. See you 2 hours later. Have a nice day. I only have half of the positions running on EURUSD because like I told you, I closed half. And even in the beginning, I used even less risk because of NFP. So we'll see how this goes. I have some small positions running. We'll see. Maybe I'll close at break even at one point before NFP. See you all. See you in 2 hours. Take some rest. Be ready. Yes. Today, because of NFP, we're gonna do 2 sessions. See you soon. See you soon.